Fantastic. So today is Friday and Tour de Force comes up with another shlok as today is Gita in action. Alright. So what do? We take one shlok from Gita and really understand the wisdom behind it and how we can implement that wisdom. But before we start further, let me introduce my two lovely ladies over here. We have the Media Marketing Solutionist for Tour de Force, Enna Goyal, joining us. Enna, hi.
Hi.
And of course, my lovely mom from Kolkata, Sudha Khandelwal, joining us. Mom, hi.
Hi.
Perfect. So let me just share the sequence very quickly. Today's shlok is from chapter 3, verse 4. So I will share the shlok and then I will request my mother to translate it in Hindi. She will then request Enna to translate it in English, and then Enna will give the mic back to me and I will put it in the context, what is the shlok all about and how we can implement it in our own lives. All right. But before I even say further, I'm so excited to know from my two generation, what do they think about the shlok? Because we have one senior generation, so she will speak from a very different level. And of course, Enna, the youth of today, she will speak from a different level. So I'm so excited. I hope you are too. So team, let's get started.
Yes.
Perfect. Na karmanam narambhan nishkarmyam purushošnute na cha sannyasana deva siddhim samadhigacchati. Mom, can you please translate it in Hindi?
Yes, बिल्कुल. मनुष्य ना तो कर्मों का आरंभ किए बिना निष्कर्मता को प्राप्त होता है और ना कर्मों के केवल त्याग मात्र से सिद्धि को प्राप्त होता है. Anna, please translate it in English.
Thank you. Not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from the action, nor by renunciation alone can one attain perfection. Ma'am, can you please explain this? Thank you.
Perfect. This shlok is going to take us back first and let us find out why and what is Krishna trying to share with Arjuna. All right. And what is the purpose of the shlok? So this was happening in Dwapar and Arjun was not ready to fight with his near and dear ones. We all know that, right? He had almost given up and he felt demotivated. Now he started finding excuse. He said, why do I need to even, be in the war? I might as well just stop this. At least I can stop it. And then I can just leave the battlefield and go away. Why do I need to plunge into activities which are going to make me so restless? Right? Sometimes we also feel the same way, right? Why do we have to do something which is not in our comfort zone? Look, Krishna beautifully explains it to Arjuna and says, my dear Arjun, if you don't do any activity or if you neglect and abstain from certain activities, can you actually lead a life of purpose or what you've been destined for? Because every destination that we go for needs action, isn't it? And if we do not do the action, can we reach our destination? It's like the same thing. If I have a map, but I don't walk towards my goal or my destination, what's the use? Nothing. So at the end of the day, we are not going to achieve anything. That is what Krishna is requesting Arjuna to understand. If you want peace, freedom, and purpose in life, go through your duties. Do not abstain from them. Do not shun them, because that is not how you will succeed in life. Similarly, in our day-to-day life, when we are saying, no, I can't do it, or I don't feel like doing it, what are we saying? We are again putting our ego, our likes, and saying, no, I don't want to do that duty. But remember, that duty or responsibility is yours, and you have to do it come what may to reach your purpose, your peace, your freedom. There's a wonderful saying that says, karke chhoot jao. Right? So if you want to really have that freedom of your mind and of everything, then you must do and then say, I've done my best, now I leave the rest. And with this, I would request my mother to share her wisdom of the shlok from her perspective. Mom?
Yes, शिल्पी, इस श्लोक में भगवान अर्जुन को कर्म योग द्वारा समझाते हैं कि तू सिद्धि को कैसे प्राप्त कर सकता है। इसमें जब हमारे अंदर करूं करूं का भाव बहुत होता है और इस वेग को शांत करने के लिए हमें कामना रहित, आसक्ति रहित, निस्वार्थ होकर हमें दूसरों के लिए हम जब कर्म करते हैं तो हम बहुत बड़े दायरे में आ जाते हैं। इससे मैं मेरे की का वेग जो है कम होता चला जाता है। इस तरह से हमारे अंदर एक जीव भाव, मैं और मेरापन का अभाव होता जाता है। इससे हमारी आत्मोन्नति होती है और बनने की फीलिंग आती है। इस तरह से जीवन जीने से हमारे अंदर फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, स्टिलनेस, अवेयरनेस एंड फोकस के गुण बढ़ जाते हैं, जो हमारी आत्म उन्नति में बहुत ज्यादा सहायक हैं। इस श्लोक में हमें यह भी बताया है कि जीवन कैसे जिया जाना चाहिए। तो जीवन जीने की कला यानी आर्ट हमें ये इस श्लोक में मालूम पड़ती है कि निष्कर्मता से काम करो, बिना किसी स्वार्थ के वगैरह। और हम इस संसार में क्यों जन्म लिए हैं, इसका भी की बात, सिद्धि को प्राप्त कैसे हो, इसकी भी बात आई। तो जब हमारा जीव भाव कम होता चला जाएगा और हम निस्वार्थ भाव से कर्म दूसरों के लिए करेंगे, तो हमारा ये जीवन जीने की कला है इस संसार में। और हमें उससे हमारा अल्टीमेट गोल कि हम इस संसार में क्यों आए हैं, उस तरफ हमारा फोकस हो जाता है, जो हमें सिद्धि को प्राप्त करने में बहुत ज्यादा सहायक है।
So beautifully said by my mother, because she spoke from a macro level. She's not talking about day-to-day duty. She's talking about the purpose of life, the reason why we are in this body form. And what she said was, we have to understand, the more we get into our duties, our aura increases, because the responsibilities that come, we take the ownership, and as the aura increases, we also know how to deal with life much, much better. And as we deal with life much better, our entire way of looking at things is so larger than life and has a macro perspective, right? And if we can stay in that moment and stay in that perspective and then do our duties, we will be absolutely towards that journey towards perfection, towards freedom once again. So thank you, Mom, for this lovely explanation. Now I would request Enna to share her wisdom and how would she implement this shlok. Enna?
Thank you so much. So mere absence from work will not give you freedom from your karmic actions. Like, for example, you taken off from office or college, you're not free from your actions, because that is somewhere going on inside your mind. This class was supposed to happen right now. I would have been in this meeting right now. So that way we manifest disharmony, because our mind is completely unsettled. We keep thinking about it, which also leads in karmic action. So we should think beyond ourselves. We need to work for the higher purpose. And we should try to lessen our desires. Otherwise, that creates a lot of selfish actions. But if we distance ourselves from desires, or that will clear really selfless actions, and that will be for the greater good.
Whoa, Enna, it is so nice to hear from a youth speaking about moksha, about selflessness, about lesser desire, because You know, the way the materialistic world is, you want more and more, right? But now I think even the youth is understanding that what is the actual thing. Let me understand the truth and go for it. Fantastic, Anna. I loved your explanation. So, my dear friends, it's just not that we talk over here, but remember, we have to walk the talk. And if you have something to share, please do not hesitate to put it in the comment section below, because your wisdom will be our learnings and that will make us more enriched. Okay, so I'm waiting for your interaction, and I'm also waiting for your likes and your subscription to our channel so that we can be with you in the next video again. And do share this video as much with your people, and that will help them to understand life in deeper sense. So thank you, Mom, and thank you, Anna, for joining me. So let's see each other again next Friday. All right? Thank you.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.